Hello, welcome to Skip the Line Media. My name is Mike and this is
Alyssa.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about a few things, and it's a subject we hold near and dear because we've done it a few times, and we're about to go on one. What is it?
Cruising.
All right, we're going to go on a cruise, and this is a topic where we're going to talk about things that you absolutely should not do on a cruise, or in her case, things she prefers not to do, I believe is on her list.
Yes.
I picked more things you should absolutely not go without or not do, and things like that.
Mine are personal preferences, so keep that in mind.
All right, yes. So do you want to go with one of your personal preferences first, or do you want to go with a rock solid practical one?
Rock solid practical.
So the first rock solid practical one is on cruise ships, elevator etiquette is like big time because there's usually only a few elevator banks for the whole ship, maybe 2 to 3, and everybody has to use the same one, and everybody's going in and out of them, and there's usually a lot of people milling about.
Yeah.
But you always have that person that just won't wait for the people to come out, and they just shove themselves right in there, man. They like get a wedge, and they're like playing football and just trying to tackle people on their way in that elevator.
We all know that kind of person.
You know, you gotta be patient. You gotta be a little patient. Cruising is a patient sport or patient activity. It was not a sport. And no one score.
Yeah.
Score every time I drink a bushwhacker. Score, score. so yeah, basket, swish. That was wet. That's what you say when you make buckets.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't play basketball.
Well, there you
anymore.
go. So yeah, so you know you don't want people doing that. So be respectful. Sit back, wait for them to come out, then shove in there.
Yes.
Shove in respectively. Respectably.
Just like.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
She knows. She has very few words. She has expressions.
Speaking of very few words, here's like a thing that I just prefer in life in general is to not talk in the elevator. I feel like the elevator is just that weird space where everyone's there and they can all hear your business.
Like the restroom?
Yes, no.
Like the restroom.
I have the same philosophy of the restrooms. Don't talk in the restroom, please.
You could like the guy next to you shouldn't lean over
Like,
while you're at
hey.
the urinal and say, "Hey, man, what's going on?" You're like, "Whoa!" And you're turning away. This is not a communal activity. I'm
Dude thing.
blinders.
Yeah, so when it comes to elevators, I think you shouldn't talk just as much as you shouldn't shove your way because it's just very awkward to have someone talking.
It's so awkward. So
it's so quiet in the elevator.
So you watch the numbers just pass away
You're just
slowly.
like, and he always talks in the elevator, which annoys the crap out of me.
Well, when I'm with them.
Yeah, because he knows it annoys me.
Of course, that's what I do. You know, that's what I do. Are you gonna go next with one of yours?
Sure. Yeah,
All right,
sure.
let's do it.
So a big major one of mine is to not go on a cruise if you're sick, and if you are sick, make sure you quarantine yourself.
Well, that one's actually practical too.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to go on a cruise if you're sick. Some people fake it, take all kinds of meds, and get on there. But if you, but what you should do is take some time before you get on a cruise, try and get better, because if you get on there, you're
It's
sick.
just sick everywhere.
Everyone can get sick.
And if you do feel sick, like in the middle of the cruise, there are places like there's a medical.
Yeah, they have a place where you can go, which I'll get to later. What can help you with that? But yes, being sick, then they will quarantine you to your room, and they'll station a guy outside your room and say, no leave. You know, you gotta stay in there, and no towel animals, and that's sad. That's depressing.
Yeah.
You don't even get a little stingray on your bed. It's so sad.
So yeah, if you're sick, don't go on a cruise, and if you're about to go on a cruise in a couple weeks, make sure you do not get sick.
That's.
And if you are sick, cure yourself quick.
Well, you know, yeah. Get your little Harry Potter wand and say, I'm cured. I don't think it happens that way, but you know. But you know what I'm going to do since you said that? I'm going to go with another one that I wasn't going to go with right away. And that's never go without insurance. Because if you get insurance, whether it's through a third party or through the cruise line, sometimes it's better to go one way or the other. Basically, it covers you if you do have medical emergencies at sea. It covers you. You're part of that in addition to your medical insurance. What are you laughing at?
I thought you were looking at my foot.
You can't see it, but she's sticking her foot up, and it's just distracting. It's just whatever. So, anyways, quit it. No, get back. She's crazy. So if you have a medical emergency, you know, if you have to be flown off a thing on a helicopter, let's hope not. But if you do, that can be very expensive, and your insurance might not cover that internationally. But the travel insurance could do that. It could to pay for a lot of that, and that way you don't get home and you're in debt. Also, if you get sick like this and before the thing and you have to cancel, with travel insurance, usually you get your money back. A lot of it, either, you know, a certain percentage or all of it, depending on the insurance that you bought. So I strongly suggest never to go without the insurance. So
don't go without insurance in life either.
Yeah, I guess, you know.
It's a good tip.
Yeah, please don't drive without insurance and hit my car. Thank you. So, well, no, it's true. Then you have to pay for it. It's no fun.
Yeah. Okay, the next thing I have kind of written down is to pack warm clothing, or don't forget to bring warm clothing. Because, okay, you're on the cruise, it's in the Caribbean, yeah, it's going to be warm.
Maybe
but,
it could be Alaska.
Well, if you're going on a Caribbean cruise.
It could be the, what is it, the Baltic? That's cold, man.
If you know you're going on a cold weather cruise, obviously bring cold weather clothing. But if you're going on like a Caribbean or Bermuda cruise, know that it's not like, it doesn't usually get to be cold, but you should still be prepared if it does, just like a zip up sweatshirt or a hoodie or something like that, because it will just keep you warm in the off chance it's like 50s.
You know though that Bermuda is famous for their shorts. She probably doesn't know that, what Bermuda shorts are. Bermuda's famous for their shorts and pink sand. There you go.
I know that.
Well, you do know that.
I know the pink sand.
Okay.
I don't know the shorts.
But Bermuda shorts, she's never heard of that one. So, you know, if
There's
anybody wants to
gap here.
put a picture of them in the comments and tasteful, you know, nothing crazy, put that down there. I'll show her later, but I think it'd be funny if somebody found some good pictures. So, there you go. Okay, so my next one, very important. Never, ever, absolutely never fly in the same day as your cruise. You should never do this. I understand it's unavoidable at times, but I can tell you the stress ratchets up 150% at least, because you think, man, if the thing's late by 1 hour and I don't get in the car and then there's a traffic jam, then all of a sudden that's 2 to 2.5 hours later, and let's say your flight landed at 11 and you know the ship leaves at 4 and you got to be there by 2 or they leave without you.
Yeah.
I mean,
we flew in same day on our first cruise, and he was a mess.
I was very stressed out.
But we got there, all good. Luckily, nothing went wrong.
I paid for the right type of transfer. I got us in a nice little vehicle, got us over there.
That's pretty sweet.
I got a sweet ride, but I made sure I did everything I could within my power to at least make me feel better. But I still, even with all of that,
it
was still stressful. The next time, when we did it the day before,
it was nice.
So chill. You know, you go out to eat, you go to your hotel,
good hotel,
you get your little Lyft ride or Uber or whatever the heck you do, walk if you're that close, and you get over there and you're good to go.
If you live in Florida, we're all right.
Yeah,
good.
It's all good. So never fly in same day.
Yeah.
What you got?
Okay. So this one's kind of mean, but in my opinion, don't do karaoke if you're bad at it, and if you are going to do karaoke, make sure that you're 100% drunk if you are bad at singing.
Wow, see, I love that. 100%. 90%, you're just not at the right level of have a tear in my beer. You know, like you can't. It's not funny enough yet until you're stumbling around with your beer while trying to hold the mic. I mean, I think you got to have real coordination issues for her to enjoy it.
Okay.
I think is what it is.
The thing is, so I can't go to the main karaoke bar.
You can't you?
Oh, I can't. I don't think I can, but
they do karaoke.
They still do. They still do karaoke where you can watch. And in my opinion, if you're bad at karaoke and you're 100% sober, don't do it, because I know that I would be thinking bad things in my head, and that's really mean, and I wouldn't want to do that to anyone.
How many of us have watched other people on other videos, maybe YouTube even, go into the karaoke and say, oh, we left because it just wasn't that great. Now, I think it's going to be great time for those people who maybe don't sing well. They're having the greatest time. But I can tell you, people who have a little bit of ability or just really want to hear the song the way it's supposed to be, I know they would be frustrated. Yeah. Now, she's not trying to be mean.
I'm not trying to discourage anyone.
Like I said, hers are more preferences than, you know,
I'm not trying to discourage anyone who really wants to do karaoke, but they are tone deaf, I'm just singing, think of others.
Okay.
But follow your dreams.
So I'm gonna go with my next one. With speaking of dreams, I dream that no one should do this. No one should ever, absolutely ever skip washy. Washy.
Every day.
Yeah, it's just
Good for me, good for you. Washy every day makes me happy.
and clean, because everybody, when you get, especially if you're going into the Lido, right, into the buffet area, and everyone's gonna be handling those utensils and scooping out their stuff. Washy's a must because it kills all that bacteria, and we don't spread sickness like we talked earlier. These are things we absolutely don't want to do. And I can definitely tell you, if you go on the ship sick, like she told you not to already, and then you don't washy, well, you've just ruined everybody's trip. A lot of people.
Yeah. By washy, we mean like hand sanitizer.
Little guys spraying your hands when you're in there dancing. Some of them are playing guitar.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't been on Norwegian.
It's not just Norwegian, they're everywhere.
Yeah, but for those of you who
Everywhere.
aren't familiar, they kind of sing songs to make you wash your hands. It's kind of great.
Yeah, they're really good at it. And when you get on the ship, that's the first thing they do. What they greet you with?
They greet you with
which I think is awesome. It gets you in the habit right away, and it reminds you, hey, that's the world I'm in, and so you live in that, and do it. Don't skip it. You live in
this sterile environment where nothing can be touched with contamination.
Don't let the first and last time you get your hands sterilized when you walked onto the ship. Do it every time you go anywhere.
I'm a real germaphobe when it comes to cruises. I wash my hands every second I'm in that buffet. I go in there, wash my hands, get my food, wash my hands, eat my food, wash my hands, leave, wash my hands. I'm crazy about it.
That's overkill, but somewhere in between nothing and that, we're good.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. So why don't you go with your next one? What you got?
This is actually my last one. Oh, so sad. And it's don't be rude to your stewards or your wait staff. This is another way to get your towel animal privileges revoked.
Yeah, man, if you're mean to the guy who makes them, I'm guessing he's not gonna want to give you a nice one. His towel animal you'll think it's a snake, but it's really just your towel rolled up on your bed.
It's just common courtesy. Be nice to the people who work there because they're working for you. Yeah, they're making your life for these 7 days a pleasant experience. So if you're rude to them, I wouldn't be nice. So
yeah, don't be rude to them. And do tip them if you really like them. Leave them some money.
Yeah, don't be rude to the staff because they're giving you your drinks, your food. They can stop. They don't have to give
they have to serve you, but they don't have to do it nicely. Yeah, they don't have to. They can be like, here you go.
Yeah, they don't have to give it to you every 5 minutes.
No, they don't, and some of them are really nice.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go with my last one, and this one is kind of counterintuitive to the name of our channel, but it's called "Don't Be a Line Cutter."
So don't skip.
Don't skip the line in this particular instance, and what I mean is, don't go to the buffet when you see the meats carving stations. Don't jump in front of everybody and skip into that line.
Yeah.
The only time you skip the line is when you're watching YouTube.
Exactly.
And some other things. I don't want to get into that. But we don't want to skip the lines in buffets, or if you see people waiting to go into the theater and there's a long line of all these people, most likely they all have reservations too. It's just that's the line for everybody to get seated. They have to check everybody in and scan your card. So you can't be skipping those lines.
Yeah.
Like to the comedy club. Actually the comedy club, there's a standby line. So if you already have a reservation, you can go up and skip that line. You skip the standby line. But that's because you have a reservation. You go up there, you show them your card, and they let you in. They say, yep, you're in here. And then if there's any room left, then if you're waiting in that standby line.
Yeah.
But you can skip that line, but not the other line. Yeah.
So like you've been told in kindergarten, don't be a line cutter, because no one likes those.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Although I know we've all done it, obviously. We've all done it, but
we've all skipped the line
in
at some point.
instance, please don't. It's really rude.
Yeah, our channel's not called Cut the Line. Cutting is bad. Skipping is implying that we found a way to...
it's like a fast pass.
To fast pass it without making anybody upset.
Without inconvenience. Although I know people still get why do they get to
Oh my gosh, why do they have the fast pass to get on the, the Space Mountain? Why do they get to go ahead of me?
Because they're more prepared.
Because we earlier went to this machine and it spit out a ticket that said to come back, 6 hours later or something. Yeah, it's not like you like plan to skip in front of that guy. You
Yeah.
know? But whatever. Either way, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about cruising and just basically.
This is for a different day.
Don't cut. Maybe if we do a amusement park, we'll do an episode on amusement parks. We haven't done that ever, obviously.
Cedar Point.
If we do that this year, we might do that. But anyways, back to our cruise thing. So things you must not do. What did you have on your list since yours are not as important?
Thanks.
Not all of them. Some of them are really good. Some of them are
great.
like, you suck at karaoke, so don't do it. That's like, that's not really, that's more of a, hey, that's a public service message for yourself.
PSA to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So my items were don't talk in the elevator, in cruising, and just in life, please. Don't go on a cruise if you're sick, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to pack warm clothing, not like a heavy winter coat, but just like a cover-up throw-on thing. Don't do karaoke if you're bad, like you said. And don't be rude to your staff or your stewards, please.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah.
So on mine, I have do not shove your way into elevators. Be patient. Patience is a virtue on a cruise because everybody's there to have the same good time.
Yeah.
Fly in on the same day.
Don't do it.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that if you can help it. I understand that there are circumstances in life that make us have to do that. It's better to fly in on the same day and cruise than to never cruise because you can't fly in on the same day. I will say that. Never ever skip your washy-washy. Always wash your hands so that you're not sick, as she said, because we don't want to be sick and we don't want to make other people sick.
Yeah.
Never go on your cruise, and a lot of travels actually, without travel insurance, because travel insurance can save you and from a lot of money. Yeah, you might put out 150 bucks up front, but if you end up having to go to the hospital, be flown off,
Yeah, it helps
a couple
you in the long
$100
run.
later. Okay, and never don't be a line cutter.
Don't be rude.
You know, skipping the line is okay,
On
but
YouTube.
cutting the line is no bueno.
Just
No bueno. So
don't do that.
So we do not want to do that. So that's what we got. What do we have left? We gotta do the button thing somewhere.
yeah.
I had to,
Subscribe.
there's a button on here somewhere. And then basically click that and subscribe. What else must they do?
They must like and comment anything. Just anything.
I prefer positive ones. She prefers negative.
You know, just give us all you got.
She feeds on hate. She's the Dark Lord.
I am he who must not be named. And
We didn't name
she who must not be named.
Well, yeah, he was not named in this, in the filming this. And then we also have, hit the likes, notifications, comments.
Yeah, post notifications.
And
like
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat,
Facebook,
all that stuff. All right?
Yep.
Well, thank you, and you guys have a great day.